Hey guys, it's the Dutch Sims 4 Master and welcome to this brand new The Sims 4 speed build. So today I'm not doing an around the world speed build, but today I'm just building a regular modern house called Industrial Lighting. And yeah, the reason I chose that name is because recently an update came to The Sims 4 which caused the lighting to become much more realistic. But since then I've not really had the chance to really look at it that much, but I did notice that things were different because the lighting just looked a lot better. So yeah, I thought, maybe it's cool to build a house which is totally focused on that new lighting. So with very many windows and also like sky windows, or what do you call them? Yeah, rooftop windows. Sky. What are their names? I can't come up with it right now. But anyways, windows on the roof, as easy as that. And yeah, by making all that, I wanted to just show you what the new lighting looks like. Probably you've seen it in game already. In case you don't have The Sims 4, then you'll see it in this video. And yeah, I just thought it made it much more realistic. And yeah, it's industrial because I did the interior mainly industrial because that's just a style I really like, and that's just really fun to do the interior with. And because the lighting looks so good for the interior nowadays, I thought, I've got to make a good looking interior as well. And personally, in my opinion, I'm best at doing industrial interior. So I thought, I'm just going to make a really good interior in this house. And I think it did actually work out. I really like the living area, the living room area, and the kitchen and the dining room area. It's very open, and yeah, the colors are just really nice. But I must say that the bathrooms, there might not be enough of them because there's one like only toilet room in the on the first level, on the first floor, and then on the second floor there's another bathroom which is kind of small, but it does have everything. Well, everything. It's kind of small. It only has like a shower, so no bathtub there. There's actually no bathtub in the entire house. So if you want to download this house, which you can do from now on, from the gallery, look for Origin or gallery ID Dutch Sims Master, no 4 in there. Just remember that it's always in the description of the videos as well. But yeah, what did I want to say? If you want to download this house, you can always make it a little bit bigger to add another bathroom, but you can also just change one of the children's bedrooms into a bathroom. Of course, that's all possible, because if you download it, you can do whatever you want with it and I'll not even notice it. But if you do change something and you think, this looks even better actually, then show me some pictures on Instagram or Twitter. Also, those are at Dutch Sims Master, so no 4 in there. For Instagram, I'm not sure though, but if you look for Dutch Sims Master, you'll definitely find it. But if you send me the pictures of how you've renovated it, that would be awesome, because then I see that you've downloaded it and changed it into something different. So if you are doing that, let me know. So yeah, recently we've had quite some packs for The Sims 4, or 2 to be precise. In 1 month, we've had the Dine Out game pack and the Kids Room Stuff pack, which released only last week. And immediately then I built a kids room, obviously, and also in this house there's quite a cool kids room which I really use very many of those items in, because nowadays it's just much more fun to build kids rooms if you've actually got the kids room stuff pack, because we used to not have that many items for children, but now there are quite some items coming with it if you've got that stuff pack. And I think it's definitely worth the price if you are actually interested in kids stuff. Because if you're not, if you're like, I'm never building a kids room and I don't want to build a kids room, because I used to never build a kids room either, and it's not that I always really wanted to, but the reason why I didn't was because there weren't very many items. But since we've now got items, I do like to build those kids rooms, if that's like kind of making sense. So yeah, about the shape here, it's a very modern shape, something different. It's not really, it's kind of what I normally do, but still I felt like the style was kind of different because it was detailed, but at the same time not that detailed. I had some glitches with the windows, which you see over here, and you'll see that I'm coming back to that during the video a lot. and I'm not sure what parts of it exactly I left in it or what parts I like recorded. So I'm not sure about that, but yeah, there's some stupid glitch which makes the windows disappear. So you do see like holes in the wall, but you do not actually see the frames. So that's very unrealistic. But yeah, I did really like this. I initially wanted to make this very modern, like ultra modern, but then I looked at the wall paintings from the Dynamite game pack again, and I felt like, those look pretty cool actually. So I just added those simply because, yeah, they're just cool. And still, I made most of it white simply because that's modern. And then also like that industrial vibe through the like the brick wall paintings, I mean. So we've got that, square shaped pool in the front, which is an infinity pool, or for as far as it is an actual infinity pool, or at least for as far as you can make one in The Sims 4. But it's square shaped, which is kind of strange, but I felt like that would be cool to do once. And here you see me adding those, skylights. That's what they are called, I believe, skylights. So those are like windows on the roof. And as you can maybe see already, if you really take good notice, if you look into the building, you see some incredible lighting in on like the upper level already, where you've got those skylights. And that's just so cool. Also here above the like balcony terrace patio area on the first floor, or the second floor actually, I also did those lines, those fence lines, which are very small, just because that would add a little bit extra detail in the in the shadows that come into the building, which is in the end what the focus of this building is on. Because in the end I really wanted to have the focus on the lighting, because it's industrial lighting, and that's what I kind of had in mind for this building. Here you also saw the lighting already. Here I'm having very many struggles with those windows. For some reason it didn't really work. I tweeted a picture of it to one of the sim gurus, and I got very many responses from others saying that they had this problem as well. So I'm not the only one, which is on the one hand good, but on the other hand I also read that people had like struggles with this for quite some time already, so it doesn't really seem like they know how to fix it. But this is the first time it shows up for me, so hopefully also the last time. So here I'm adding some other windows. Recently I've been using those get-together windows, that modern one, quite a lot. Where I used to think it's way too big, I actually think it's kind of nice now. And here I'm just starting to add some detailed items. What I really like about this house as well is this covered area, kind of, which I'm currently building, with like those actual furniture items in it, which is kind of outside in or inside out, whatever you want. It's kind of the inside in the outside, and I added that window just to make it look as if you can close it off. If you look at those diagonal windows which I added, those are kind of supposed to be like huge window walls which you can slide up and in that way close off. And I felt like that was something new. I'd never done that before, so I decided to just put it in and see what it looks like. And I thought it was kind of cool. And here I'm just working on the pool. I'm not sure whether that diving board is accessible. If you do really want to make it accessible, you've maybe got to change the garden a little bit, but I just wanted to make it look nice. Here I tried adding some signs, just because, modern fancy houses sometimes have like names. And then, I thought it would be cool to have like that name on it, or the name of the street and the street number. But it made it look too much like a restaurant, because I actually used like the restaurant signs. So I decided to not do that in the end, because it didn't really seem like the perfect idea. So here I'm adding, oh wait, there is actually a bathtub in the house, because I've got that hot tub over there. So, there is a bathtub. It's just a little bit of a more luxurious bathtub, which is always good. And the exterior is nothing too crazy. It's just something regular, I guess. It is kind of really focused on like good weather and nice, summer. It kind of a summer type house. I guess on this side I decided to add some greenery as well, just because I can, and I thought looks cool. And it kind of added a little bit of a touch, I guess. So I'm planning on also uploading like more SketchUp videos, because recently I've been very busy with school, but I don't have school anymore because it's summer holidays right now. So that's perfect. So now I can finally really make very many videos again, or at least I'll try to, because I am gone for quite some parts of the holidays as well. But that also means that I can experiment with SketchUp a little bit more again, because I just really enjoy SketchUp, but for some reason it always takes months between the speed builds before I upload another one. But I'm planning on doing more of them, because I really noticed that that's something special, you know. Not very many people do those SketchUp speed builds, and like I get very many emails from people saying that they really like it, so that's like cool. And also it seems like people on YouTube seem to like it, so you know, that's perfect. So I'll be focusing on that, but also more on Sims. I hope there's like a new expansion pack coming up soon. I personally expect one is coming in like September or October. I hope September, and then another one in December. That would be good. But probably it will be shown off on Gamescom. That would be cool, because I hope I'll be able to go to Gamescom. This time, at least I'm not on holiday. So if you are going to Gamescom, there is a chance that you might be able to meet me, because I think, you know, if EA is actually showing something, which will probably be a new expansion pack, the previous 2 years I've actually been invited to go and then hang out at like that YouTuber VIP area, or at least that's what I believe it was. But I was on holiday both the times, so far I've never been able to actually go there, but I was invited. But hopefully this time I am able to go, because that would be fun. So yeah, I guess that's basically it. Here I'm starting the interior, by the way. This is the entrance area. And yeah, it's big, it's open, very modern. I've decided not to put too many items in it, but still make it look realistic. So just some shoes, some jackets, some like bags for the children, because in the end you can have children in this house as well, or at least there's only one bed in the child bedroom, so that might be a little bit like that's only space for one child. But there's another like master bedroom as well, so maybe that's for like a teen, because it's a little bit too adultish to make it for like a child. Here, by the way, I'm starting to make the kitchen. Initially I thought, you know, I'm going to place it on like the left side if you look from the front, where you just saw me starting to build it, but then I realized it didn't really fit well, and it didn't really, I just didn't really like it. So I thought, you know, I'm going to switch it up, make the kitchen on that side, and then make the living room on the other side, and then like the dining area in the middle, like you can see me doing over here. And that's pretty cool in the end, I think. I'm really happy with it. I only just now realized that I could have also, there's like space enough, so I could have practically also turned the like the dining area 90 degrees, so that you've got the table being kind of perpendicular on the kitchen. But I just like it the way it is. But that's a way you could change it if you're downending this house, but this is just one of the versions I went for. Also, I'm adding very many of the new wall decorations which come with the kids room stuff pack, I believe, and also just very many wall decorations which are modern, because those just really add to that vibe for me to the house. There's just some really good pictures and like paintings in The Sims 4 which I really like to add. So yeah, that's just one I wanted to tell you. You know, if you don't know what to put on the wall, you know, a wall should actually nearly never be entirely empty. You can always place something at least in front of it, or just put like a picture on the wall. Now I'm saying this, I realized that the picture on the wall on the right is probably going to be empty. And also here, by the way, I added one of those poofs, or at least I'm not sure whether you call them like that, but I believe you do. And I decided to kind of match up the color of the painting with the color of the poof. And I decided to make one just simply white and one very detailed, because that's kind of industrial, I felt like, kind of hipster kind of type. And also those huge industrial lights above the dining area really make it look industrial in my opinion. Then adding some sound systems, because that's what you want in a house like this. You really want like music everywhere. Like I've got Sonos at the house here. I'm not sure whether that's like internationally known. I believe it is. And then from your phone you can actually choose what you want to hear, and then you can choose what stereo or what speakers you want to hear it on, and that way you can have like music throughout your entire house. And that's so useful. I mean, you can simply with your phone put up any music if you've got like a streaming like a streaming site going that you've got an account to, so you can put on any song in any room of the house. Well, I've not actually got it in every room of my house because that would be kind of expensive, because if you've got very many rooms you also need like very many of those speakers, but it is useful in some rooms. By the way, here we've got one of those fancy master bedrooms, but the one on the upper level is actually even fancier. So yeah, this is more of a teens room maybe, or just a guest room. You've also got that fireplace, you've got those egg-shaped chairs, which I really like. I just think the interior of this house really turned out to be cool. So let me know if you like it, and also just let me know what you'd like to see more on my channel, and just give some feedback. I'm planning on really focusing on building more. That's kind of what I've been doing recently, but I just want to really turn into the channel which you turn to for building. So if you've got any suggestions how I could make sure that I am the channel which everyone wants to go to see like nice buildings, let me know, because that's like useful. Here also you really see that lighting getting into the house, which I really like, over that foosball table. And then here's the way too small bathroom. The layout of this house, it's kind of good, and I really like the split leveling which I did, which you can only see in a few minutes, I guess, because then I'll actually start working on like the second part of the split leveling. But maybe I should have turned this child room into like another, like a master bathroom or something, because otherwise there might not be enough space. But you can always build an extra one, or just make the house add another level in the house. You can always do that, you know. You've just got to add some extra stairs. So here, in case you don't know what the Sims 4 Kids Room stuff pack is, you can just look right now, because very many of the items I'm adding right now are kids room items, including that light and this IKEA shelf, which I think is so useful. I should have added it in like the different rooms of the house as well, because it's just very useful. It's not only for children, even though the shape is kind of childish, but that doesn't really matter. You can place it anywhere. And in here you see the awesome lighting, which this entire house is kind of based on, or at least the name of the house is based on, and the idea I started it with, because look at that lighting on the floor. It's just so good. Like, I'm really happy that they decided to make it more realistic like this, because it just looks so good. And in here I'm again matching the color of the picture with the color of the poof, and I noticed that it actually fits really nicely. So I'm really happy with that, because I'm just so happy when it actually just fits nicely, even though it isn't even supposed to fit nicely or belong together. And here I'm adding like a different wall type, one of which I've never used, more of a greenish kind of wall, which also has like those bricks which I used like in the entire house. But I might actually build an entire house based upon these bricks, or these being the main bricks, because I really like the color of them and like the industrial vibe coming with it. So we're about to tune into the overview, so please let me know what you thought of this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, because then you get like an update, or you see my videos in the subscription box whenever I upload them. But anyways, thanks for watching, and then I hope to see you back later.